Hello everyone. So before this video begins, I do want to apologize as, um, I know usually I make my videos with CapCut, but this CapCut doesn't have the best recording software, so I'm gonna use KineMaster. Please ignore the little symbol in the top corner. Yes, I know this is made by KineMaster, and I know it's a watermark and everyone can see it and it's dumb and it's trashy, but it's just for the sake of being able to record. Thank you. I would say that it is an honor to be talking to you today, but we all know after that last episode that it is a big, fat lie. Also, you're gonna hear my voice. Get over it. Clouds on the horizon! Let's just get this over with. I know you all think I'm going to talk about the beginning scene, but I'm going to save that for my follow-up on the dimensional theory. Although I do like the idea that Velos will immediately crumble as soon as he gets to Earth. It's like Peepaw Afton, the McDonald's sprite. That's a sentence I never thought I would ever say. Seriously though, what the collector said about Velos not being able to maintain his form after eating palisman is an interesting thought. What will happen when he enters the portal? Personally, my friend and I think these things would be a fitting punishment. Moving on, let's talk about Luz's palisman and how mad I am that Dana is making us wait longer. The egg almost ruins the bat theory, which sucks because that was my favorite, but we never know with the Boiling Isles. I've seen some people say a blue jay, bluebird, phoenix, or my newest favorite, a dragon. That is, of course, if the egg makes it to the end of the season. I've already seen 500,000 people making jokes about Velos eating the egg as soon as he sees it, and as much as these people are joking, I unfortunately do not like how possible these ideas may be. If we look on the bright side, a blue jay or bluebird would parallel well with the already reoccurring theme of birds and our main witches, such as Ida and Albert, Lilith and her little crow thing, and also Hunter and his flapjack. I don't know why I paused. Phoenixes are a symbolism of rebirth, but that means that Luz would have to go through some sort of detrimental trauma, and actually, that theory makes more sense now that I think about it. But then a dragon, oh man, that would just be cool. Other than Kikimora's hand dragon thing, we've yet to see many dragons in the series. It could also be a basilisk, which I guess technically is a dragon. It would symbolize how she is constantly changing while also referencing V back on Earth. Before we get to the next scene, I would like to point out that Ida kept making it seem like she wouldn't come back, which I do not like because I know foreshadowing when I see it, Miss Terrace. More foreshadowing that I'm not a fan of is Ida taking off her head to scare Rain when she's disguised as them. If we do not get canon Rada, I will cry. I will cry a lot if I do not get a lot of things, actually. Off topic, but how did Darius get back into contact with Hunter? Did Gray come back to the castle in his frenzy state to tell everyone he was beating up by 4 children? And Darius was like, oh, wig? Maybe he went to Hexside to ask the Emerald Entrails if they seen him and he was just standing at the door and they did a Spider-Man meme? There's no theory here, I just wanted to be lighthearted for a second. Anyways. I love these stupid little idiots. They're my favorite nerds. I love Gus using the tool he got in Labyrinth Runners, and Hunter being a protagonist again, and Willow! Ugh, I love Willow. I love them all so much. And then the Lumity kiss. Oh, I don't think there's ever been a moment like this before the finale of a show, ever. Like, not in She-Ra, not in Legend of Korra, not in anything I can think of. It's amazing. And from Disney? I would never have expected something like that. I want to thank Dana Terrace for being wonderful and making this possible. And then them all together, I love those 6, 5, 6. I don't know if he counts, his king counts, but I love them so much in this heart. This video made my heart so happy before it stabbed me in the back in cold blood. Real quick, what the collector said while King was having his little moment really got me curious. He said he wants to play a new game and oh my god, I just thought of something. I'll bring it back up later. Moving on, I really liked seeing Kikimora actually becoming a threat. With her little Abomatron thing, I think that's really cool. I like Kikimora as a villain, and I'm a big fan of her when she's on screen. She's really entertaining, and it's wonderful. But what was up with the mouse? Like, was Alger just snooping around being sneaky, or was that just a joke the writers put it in? Like, genuine question. And then back to me, like, geeking out over these 5 little idiots being stupid, and, like, being like, oh, I am an asset. We're looking for assets. Yes, we are big fans. I'm an asset girl myself. Like, I love these guys. Oh, and then Odalia being a villain and, like, not being redeemed. I like that. I like that a lot because she's so much enjoyable as a character, and so much more enjoyable as a character, not being redeemed. And watching her on the screen as a villain is actually really, really fun. And I love it. And then Kikimora brought up a point about how Belos has eyes and ears everywhere. And it got me thinking. Remember when it was said that there was a mole? I think they said that on Twitter, I think. Unless that was just revealed in an episode or something. But at some point, somebody has snitched from inside the Cats group. And I got thinking, I noticed Steve not only sounded different, but looked different. He would have been way more chill with the situation, his mole was in the wrong place, and when I watched it first time with the subtitles on, it gave me a different name for Steve. When I looked back, it was changed, but I'm pretty sure it was different. I'm very sure that if the mole is not Rain or Darius, which I sure hope not, it's someone pretending to be Steve. Possibly from Labyrinth Runners. I don't know. And then we have the coolest fight scene ever! I should really have seen the fact that they switched in the first place. When Kikimora went for the attack and Luz used the orange speed power to move Willow out of the way, I was a little confused. But I just assumed it was because of the talisman. I never questioned anything about Hunter because I thought that was the whole plan the whole time. But I was a little too focused on Willow and Gus because, oh my god, they may be the most powerful kids in this whole show. Willow was ready to tear Kikimora to bits and only stopped when she saw Hunter used as a shield because she didn't want him to get hurt. And then Gus doing the thing and then blacking the room out at the same time? How powerful does a witch have to be to use 2 spells at once? Then, when Kikimora flew away and Alador confronted his wife, that was, really cool of him. I'm glad he had a redemption arc, I really am. He still has a ways to go, but the Blights do deserve a better parent, and I think he's the greatest one. Also, was there an official divorce? No papers were signed or anything, but I don't know how it works in the Boiling Isles. It sure felt like that one. But then, oh my lord, the part where Willow absolutely breaks for the ship because her favorite white boy had been kidnapped had me screaming at 6:10 in the morning. I love these stupid little teenagers so much. And then the reveal that Luz and Hunter had swapped, and like Gus was helping them all along, and he was so tired. Oh my gosh. Oh, I literally would have cried had Alador not been there to like lighten up the situation by asking, what's going on? Ugh. Oh my gosh, these stupid little children. I love them. So, with the episode closing in, I do want to really quickly say, and I didn't even put this down in my script, that Red Moon paired with the Amphibia finale, which I have not talked about yet. I will come back to Amphibia in the Dimensional Theory video, but that just gave me, sent a thrill down my spine. Chill, not thrill. Chill down my spine. And we've also seen like red blood moons and Star vs. the Forces of Evil symbolizing like demons and stuff like that. So could that also be a dimensional thing? I don't know. I will come back to that. So coming back to what I said before with the collector. Do you guys remember when Dana made like the little sketches of like a collector Luz? Well, you know how the collector said that he wanted to change his mind about things, and also Kikimora is now bringing what she thought was Hunter, actually being Luz, to... Wait, did I say that right? Whatever. Now, look, my point is, what if Collector Luz could become canon? All of it's lined up perfectly for this to happen if we even do. I think it'll be really cool. I know some people are like really worried, like, oh no, Luz, my favorite little child. But I think she's gonna come out fine. Well, I sure hope so, but But that brings me back around to my more unfortunate theory, but that's regarding the new promo art for King's Tide. And looking at the promo art, we can see his skull and the little collector, little logo, I guess reflected in the grass, which I think is really cool, but also his little collar. I don't like what this is implying, because to me, this is implying that King will not make it to the end of the series. And I can't even bear to say what I think may happen. I really hope this means that he had a growth spurt. If I have to deal with him that scene, I think I'll stop watching. I'm gonna be honest. Even with my favorite characters, I think I will stop watching if there's no more King. But Dana also said that he was her favorite. So my favorite theory, and the one I'm really hoping is true, is that he just gets really ticked off from Bellows or the Collector or something, and he basically just goes Super Saiyan and outgrows everything. And that's just what I'm hoping. But that's just